that we're going to teach you to clear your energy field, to release toxic emotions, and also to shield your energy so that your field is boosted and you can move forward into your life with much more ease and grace. Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal or medical advice. Welcome everyone to Angel Heart Radio. You are our focus. We want you to know that you matter in the world and that you're important to the world. We're here to remind you of just how valuable and needed you are right now. Help us to help others. If you like what you hear, tell your friends, post, tweet, pin, let everyone know how amazing Angel Heart Radio is. So again, welcome to Angel Heart Radio. Powered by love, Angel Heart Radio is sponsored by angellight777.com. Hello everyone, welcome to Angel Heart Radio. Thanks so much for joining us. It's always such a great feeling to have your company. I'm Anayah Joy Halili. I'm a certified angel intuitive with advanced training, voice for the angels, soon to be published author, founder and creator of angelheartradio.com and angellight777.com. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Namaste. I'm Leesa Ellis. I'm a registered Diana Cooper Foundation angel teacher, a registered Karuna Reiki master teacher, and a certified theta healer. You can find out more about me and my work at www.feathersofangel.com.
I love that website address. It's gorgeous, Leesa.
Thank you.
And how easy for people to remember. Absolutely wonderful. Okay,
Yes.
Right at the top of the show, I want to let people know that we can help you to clear your own cords, roots, and webs and hooks. So if you would like to call into the show, Leesa and I'd be happy to speak to you. Area code 347, and the number is 202-0232. 347-202-0232. Okay, Leesa, etheric cords, what are they?
Well, basically my understanding of etheric cords is that every relationship, every connection we have with a person and object, but most especially with relationships, there are what some who can see such things see as sort of like cords or ribbons of light between us and that other person. Now, there are two types of cords that I'm aware of. There are obviously the spiritual cords of love, which can never be severed. That's all the good stuff that you have with someone else or a place or whatever. But there are also the more toxic cords, which are, I mean, for example, you might have the type of relationship where it's not good, it doesn't make you feel good, it doesn't make you feel loved, but you just keep going back because there's a cord between you that's sending negative energy and toxic energy between the two of you. They can be severed or dissolved, if you prefer to think of it that way, and then that only leaves the cords of love.
It's very important to realize and understand that every single relationship we ever have, that we do actually have some fear base in that relationship, and therefore we do create these etheric cords with people, with objects, as Leesa said, with places, people. It's very, very powerful, and the more that we understand it, the more that we are in charge of what we do with our energy. So these cords are like hollow tubes, and the energy can run through those tubes, and it's basically like, imagine that when you're cooking spaghetti and you tip it out into the colander and it all drains away. So your colander is like the etheric cord. You're constantly draining, and people can drain energy from you unbeknownst to them. So it's important that you take responsibility for your own etheric cords and do the cutting and the clearing and the dissolving yourself. Leesa, there's also what we term hooks, aren't there?
Yes, it's sort of like that's a very deep and powerful, normally not so positive attachment, a negative connection where someone has their hooks deep in your aura. They may be completely unconscious and unaware of it, but they've got some sort of great need to attach to you so they can attach what some people can see, like a hook into your auric field.
Let's just say you've had a relationship with someone, and we hear this story a lot, and I've experienced it myself actually, where we just keep going back. It doesn't work for us. We don't feel supported. We don't even enjoy it, and yet something keeps dragging us back. It's almost like we feel like it's against our will. Now that's a hook. People don't usually, sometimes they do, people don't usually decide with their minds that they're going to create a hook into your aura. What happens is they feel they need something and they can get it from you. I really love, people say, I really love him or her. And if I just give it enough time, it'll all work out. And I don't know why I keep going back, because I'm always hurt, and yet I find myself constantly going back. You've got hooks in your aura. You need to have those hooks removed, and we're going to help you to learn how you can do that yourself with the help of the angels today. And this is going to empower you so that you can move forward and feel a lot more in control of your own life, a lot happier and a lot lighter as well. Leesa?
Yes, exactly. It's like let it go, release that burden. It's just weighing you down, and if you can release the cords and the hooks and the other forms of attachment, it's just like you'll be a whole lot happier.
And lighter in your energy as well. Now, we've got a couple of things for you tonight for you guys in the USA, etc. We're going to bring you a fabulous, really wonderful technique with archangels Raphael and Uriel to help you to clear your cellular memory, and also there's a lot of noise coming from your end, Leesa, just by the way.
It might be road noise. I live on a major highway.
No, it sounds like breathing, or it might be a breathing noise.
It might be my microphone. Excuse me one moment. I'll just move it away
I'll
a bit.
Put you on mute. Hang on. Sorry, I ended up putting you on mute. Okay, we'll see how we go. So we've got the cellular. I'll have to just listen as we go.
Yeah.
We've got that wonderful process with archangels Uriel and Raphael for you. We're also going to do some cord cutting, some hook removing, and this is all going to be wonderful for you guys. And it means that you can then decide how you want to proceed in your life and when you'd like to create this space for yourself. Now, there's lots of wonderful information on the internet. There are wonderful meditations that people have created. Doreen Virtue, you'll always find wonderful cord cutting techniques with Doreen Virtue on the internet, on her websites, one of them being angeltherapy.com, and of course on YouTube. Do you have any on your website at the moment, Leesa?
Not so much for cord cutting, but the technique I use for my own personal cord cutting is called the Abundance of Light technique, and you can connect with a lady who does that on Facebook. If you'd, her name's Alyssa Mary Rose, and she has an ebook on how to cut cords using that particular technique. Okay,
great. There are lots and lots of ways, aren't there? Lots of fabulous people out there assisting us. Okay, so everyone just close your eyes for a moment and just get in touch with your own field of energy, your aura. Just get in touch with yourself. And if you can't, don't worry. This will still work for you. Close your eyes and just begin to become aware of where you're sitting or standing or lying. Don't do this if you're driving. Reach out with your feeling nature. If you're not in touch with your feeling nature, reach out with your mind and feel how your energy is feeling. Is it light and fluffy? Is it heavy? Do you feel it's bright and sparkling? Or do you feel it's dull and sometimes extremely heavy? This is the way you find out how your auric field is at any moment of any day. And you trust, please trust what you notice. Please trust what you notice. You are in touch. So if your energy field feels light and buoyant, it's a good indicator that you're doing some regular meditation or thinking positive thoughts, using affirmations. Maybe you are, I don't know if I mentioned meditation, maybe you're meditating, maybe you're doing clearing already. If your energy level is heavy and dense, it's a good indicator that you need some work done, and you can do this yourself, and we're going to help you as well. And it's also a good indicator that you're using a lot of mental energy. Mental energy is quite heavy, it's dense, and it can help us feel very weighed down. And I get caught up in this myself. I've got a Gemini rising. My mind wants to take over all the time, and it wants to push me even when I know I need to stop. Leesa, how do you feel?
Yes, that's exactly how I feel about it with mental energy. It's actually quite exhausting. You know, when you've got racing thoughts or you're thinking intensely, it's just like it can feel like a weight on your shoulders, or, you know, you get that band of pain across your head when it just feels like your thoughts are hurting you because it is quite heavy energy. So if you can lighten that up by sort of like releasing cords and attachments, it's just like life will get a whole lot more joyful for anyone who chooses to do that, I think.
Absolutely. Now, to imagine your cords, Doreen Virtue uses the visualization of surgical tubing or a garden hose even. They're hollow. Energy runs backwards and forwards between the attached people, places, events. They're fear-based cords, again, as I said. Now, what's the difference between a fear-based cord and the love energy? Well, I think we can all probably feel that. Fear is heavy and it takes. Love is lighter and it gives as well as receives. So when I actually did Doreen's her certification for the Angel Intuitive in 2003, Leesa, I became aware that I had a massive great cord, which was like a tree trunk going through the middle of my body.
Wow.
Yeah, it was huge, and I had no idea that it was there. And once I was able to feel that and identify it, I was able to get some help, and we were able to cut through that. Now, when I had that cord cut, and I do recommend this for everyone, even for the slightest cord or the slightest root or web, I always call Archangel Raphael to bring healing to the site where that cord was. There's been a lot of energy leaking out of there for a long time. And the other thing I personally like to do is I also call on this lovely healing for the other person as well. Now, it's entirely up to them whether they want to receive it. But lovely green energy, anywhere you feel that your cords have been cut. And to this day, so what are we in now? 2006, that's 13 years ago. And to this day, I can still feel the remnants of what it was like to carry that energy. Now, that's not to say that I'm carrying it still. What it means is I'm still releasing. I'm still letting go. It was a big, big cord. And as I sit here and I touch the site, whereas before it felt like a tree trunk going through me, I can feel it now. It's probably about the size of like a 2-cent piece where the area was, and the healing is still happening. My human part of me believes in time, right? And if you have this as well, please don't beat yourself up. My human part of me believes in time, and I'm still caught up in feeling like it's going to take a bit more time to really heal that wound because it was such a big one, Leesa.
Yes. Yes, it's very interesting. It's like we perceive time, but time doesn't actually exist when it comes to healing healing from the angels. Because I believe on the other side, time is all one. And it's like it's only here that we have the perception of time, and it's just like, okay, I have to give myself the time to heal. And it is a process, just letting go, letting go, letting go, because we're in this plane, not the etheric plane, where it's quite different.
That's exactly right. And it's okay. It's okay that we feel that way. It's okay that we're experiencing that. It's very important to remember, isn't it, Leesa, that the heavier we are in ourselves, the harsher we are with ourselves, the longer it takes for us to move beyond that experience.
Yes, I think I quite often say I think the biggest lesson we come onto the planet to learn is to love ourselves, and that means being kind to ourselves and giving ourselves what we need. And if that means cutting yourself some slack and not beating yourself up for your perceived faults, is like that's one of the kindest things you can do for yourself.
Absolutely. And on top of that, I also believe and feel for myself in my own journey and experience is that everything that I'm experiencing, learning, understanding, growing through, this is an opportunity for me, not only for my own personal growth, for my own personal health, happiness, wealth, and abundance, but it's then something I can then take out into the world, like we're doing today, Leesa, and teach other people about. Because if we haven't experienced this, it's very hard, isn't it, to actually teach to other people. I actually think it's impossible.
Yes, it's just like with your experiences and my experiences, we've both had an understanding of some of the pain and hurt and healing that life can bring your way, and it's just like we can now share our wisdom that we have picked up with others, and then they in turn will go out and share their wisdom, and it's just exponential. And it's just a gift being able to share what you and I have learned on this journey so far.
Absolutely. Now, probably the major archangel that I'm aware of is Archangel-Michael when it comes to cord cutting. He is an absolute amazing, incredible being, and what a help, Leesa, to know how to call on Archangel-Michael and actually what Michael does for us in this area.
Yes, my understanding with Michael, obviously being he's the angel who, the archangel who cuts cords, but you can also, if you want it to be gentler, you can ask him to dissolve your cords with his sword. He'll cut through them, but it will be a dissolution rather than a severing. It can make it a bit easier.
That's a good point, because for some people, the term cutting cords can feel very harsh.
Yes, quite invasive.
You're right, yeah. So dissolving, it's all the same thing at the end of the day, but it's a lovely way for us to be able to have a way of connecting and understanding and experiencing something that works for us personally, which I really love.
Yes.
Okay, so the way that you work with Archangel Michael, it's very easy to do, and anyone can do it. You can do it while you're standing in the line at the supermarket. You can do it at work, at home. You can do it while you're exercising. You can do it while you're talking to other people. And that's one of the really exciting things about working with the angels, is that it can happen at any time. It's a perfectly timed, it's a perfectly private way of experiencing healing, health, and abundance, isn't it, Leesa?
Yes, absolutely. Healing, health, and abundance. It's just like you can have it all, and if it just takes a tiny step forward, of reaching out to put the effort in to get the results that you want, you'll be repaid tenfold.
Okay, Leesa, so would you like to share with people how you personally work with Michael with regards to dissolving or cutting cords?
Well, how I work with Michael is I simply use a prayer process. I'll make a prayer to Michael, asking him to cut all cords of negativity and attachment between me and a particular person, or normally for me it's what I work on is relationships, those connections with people that I know need to be released or transformed or healed. I'll ask Michael to dissolve the cords with his sword of truth, and then I thank him.
So that's really simple, and anyone can do that. We don't have to have, and look, there's no right or wrong. We don't actually have to have a huge process, but we can have a process if that relates to us, if we feel connected to that, if we feel that's what we want to do. And I'd like to share one that Doreen Virtue taught now, and a little later in the program we're going to work with Archangels Raphael and Uriel for cellular clearing and healing as well. Okay, so just begin by, again, not if you're driving, just begin by just quietly sitting and closing your eyes. Become aware of your physical space, your body. See yourself surrounded by this amazing, beautiful, sparkling white light flecked with gold. It's right there for you. Now we call upon Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for assisting us all with this cord cutting process, with this cleansing and healing process. And ask Archangel Michael to physically enter through the top of your head and into your physical body. Michael enters with his beautiful light. He's powerful and yet so, so gentle. You may feel a feeling of heaviness through the top of your head and even a feeling of expansion. That's okay. That's Michael coming down and working throughout your body now, down through your brain. And as Michael enters and works his way down through his wonderful magnificence and energy, begins to clear any energies that don't serve your highest good, any energies that don't feel light and sparkling and healthful. Through your brain, down into the area behind your eyes, your sinuses, your nasal passages, your cheeks and jaw, all around your teeth, down into your chin. He makes his way down into your neck, down into your shoulder blades, into your back and chest, clearing your lungs, your heart, all the valves in your heart, all your arteries, down now through your chest and also down into your arms, your elbows and all the joints, your hands, your fingers, of course your wrists, all those joints being cleared and cleansed, vibrating health and flexibility. Down through your torso, your hips, your pelvic area, through your genitals, your buttocks, down into your legs, down, traveling through every fiber of your physical being, every joint, every vein, every cell, every structure, through your knees, bringing flexibility again, clearing any stiffness, down through your calves, all your muscles, your ankles, down into your heels, removing any tenderness, removing any spurs, all the way down to the tips of your toes, through every single joint, every drop of blood in your system, every molecule, the air that you breathe. Now, at the very tips of your toes, there's a little bit of darkness left there, which is just heavy energy. Clearing, and cleared. Now, Michael has this amazing white energy, this light, this vibration of health and happiness and harmony. And he's going to fill your entire body with that. And you can imagine it's like toothpaste. It's that kind of consistency. Again, sparkling and vibrating in the most beautiful and magnificent of ways. And from your toes, filling all the way up. He's backfilling now. Your entire body, your entire system, every bone, every muscle, every cell, every organ. Can you feel it? It's coming up. It's coming all the way up through your body. Shoulders, arms, neck, ears, eardrums, your brain, your entire body is now full of this magnificent, sparkling light. And Michael, we thank you just to cap that. Feel it, that cap, right there. Now give thanks for Archangel Michael. Thank you, Michael, for working with us. Thank you for healing and clearing us. Thank you for loving us and showing us the way. Breathing in and breathing out. And welcome back. And your energy, your body, is now clear and full of this magnificent light that Michael has deposited there for you and remains there. How do you feel, Leesa?
Feel wonderful. Very much lighter. Yeah.
It's a beautiful process.
Oh,
and of course
lovely.
it's on air now, so you can listen to this any time you want. It started probably about 20 minutes into the program. That's easy for you to go and access at any time that you'd like. So Archangel Michael, while he's powerful and so like a real warrior spirit, he's got that gentleness of a lamb as well, doesn't he?
Absolutely. It's like like I say, he not just severs, but he also dissolves. He can be very gentle as well as the warrior.
One of the other things that Doreen taught us, which I thought was fabulous, and at the time I could really relate to it because I felt like I was so clogged with this negative energy and these cords, and I could also feel roots, and I could feel these fine meshy webs because I had lived such a codependent life for so long, Leesa. And she said you can use any tool that you relate to. As an example, she can, and it sounds a bit funny, but it's a brilliant way of explaining it. You can get a lawnmower and get Michael to mow right over the top of them. Say you're a gardener and you relate to that. Mow right over the top of them. Whatever technique works for you in your own visualization process that you can relate to in your actual physical life is a tool you can use. So if a lawnmower is something that you can relate to, use that and just mow right over the top of them. Again, this is not what's that word, an aggressive act. It is an act of pure love, support, and it's working with the angels, and that's all that exists in that realm. Isn't that right, Leesa?
Yes, exactly. Pure love for the highest good of all involved, with the finest and purest intentions.
Okay, so right on the heels of that process, I'm going to take us into the cellular clearing and healing with Archangels Raphael and Uriel. You're really primed right now for this, and it's a beautiful clearing, and it's something that they just gave to me out of the blue one day, 5 or 6 years ago, I think it must be now, and I'd never heard of this technique before. So I'm going to play it for you now and invite you to just breathe and relax. Stay in that lovely space that we've created, and we'll see you after the end of this clearing. I call upon Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel to work with us now for the highest good of all involved. May the energy be absorbed easily and naturally for each person or each being. And may the outcomes be benevolent, joyous, and perfect for each person. Imagine now, if you will, a gorgeous, gorgeous light. It's a green light, glowing, spectacular. And yet, at the edge of the light, it becomes golden. The green light is Archangel Raphael, and the golden light is Archangel Uriel. These two archangels are mighty and magnificent, and wish to help us in every way that they can and teach us about feeling this energy technique. Just call this light down. We surround ourselves with beautiful energy, a healing field, and we give thanks to Archangels Uriel and Raphael for the work they are about to do for us, through us, and on behalf of us. Imagine this light outside your body, but within your energy field.
It's a gorgeous light, and it just loves us. And it's intelligent, and it's wise, and it's knowing, and it's loving. It's benevolent, it's healing. And call that energy into your body, down through your crown chakra, and into your body itself, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your etheric body. Allow and invite this light to travel within you. And within your physical body, this light will enter each and every cell to bring deep cleansing, clearing, and healing. Invite it in. Invite Archangel Raphael and Archangel-Uriel in. And as this light begins to enter each and every cell of your body simultaneously, the emerald green of healing, that gorgeous green light, begins to effervesce and glow golden. And within each and every cell, these beautiful effervescent bubbles begin to heal and clear and cleanse. They know exactly what to do, these archangels, this beautiful energy. You don't have to direct it in any way. Simply give permission and allow. And as this energy effervesces, it gently and thoroughly and permanently releases, dissolves, removes any energy that is not for your highest good. Any and all energy that may be bringing you feelings of dis-ease, unwellness, stress, fear, anxiety or stress. And as it does its work, at the bottom of each cell, this gorgeous, loving, glowing, beautiful energy begins to leak out and move between the cells, between the spaces, bringing its healing work there too. This cascade of incredibly beautiful, all-knowing, all-loving wisdom of this energy makes its way throughout your entire being, your entire system. Nothing remains unnoticed, unloved, or untouched. And as it trickles its way down throughout your body, just notice a switch of some kind, or a button, something that you recognize that you can turn on. So that it remains permanently on, permanently activated. This wise and gentle, yet powerful and loving energy is now activated so that it runs automatically without your conscious awareness, without you having to remember to delve into this healing energy. And these gorgeous, golden, effervescent bubbles within this incredibly powerful emerald energy of Archangel Raphael do their work 24/7, balancing, healing, guiding, loving, releasing, transmuting, And as this energy continues to make its way down, down, down through your systems, it makes its way out through the soles of your feet and into the blessing of Mother Earth, there to be cradled and restored and returned to you fully nourished, healed and whole and valuable and vital, where it is taken up into your being, your body. And this continuous motion of releasing and cleansing, nourishing and healing and returning is automatic. And we give thanks. We give gratitude. We give love to the magnificence of the archangels, our bodies, Mother Earth, the universal love that is us, within us, around us. We give thanks for the continuous rebalancing, restructuring, reorganizing, for each and every blessing within each and every cell. We say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so it is.
This beautiful healing technique with Archangels Raphael and Uriel is my gift to you, and you can download it free at angellight777.com. Welcome back, everyone. I love that beautiful, it takes me a bit to come back. I love that beautiful feeling, Leesa, of
Yes.
the energies of Archangels Raphael and Uriel working together like that.
Yes.
Mm.
Mm.
And when they gave it to me, they did give it to me with the request that it would be made freely available for people to download. So again, angellight777.com. Look under the More tab on the menu, and you'll find it there. And you can download it and keep it and use it and share it. It's for you. Okay, Leesa. One of the things that I think it's very important to remind us all about with regards to these etheric cords is that we're all creating them all the time whenever we are in a situation where there's any fear involved. Now, it's important not to judge ourselves around this because we're human beings, it's what we do. But we also have the ability and the power and the opportunity to remove them. And we can do this regularly. And I think it's important to do it regularly, Leesa, don't you?
Yes, very much. Sort of like spiritual house cleaning.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, they most commonly extend to our deeper relationships, siblings, relationships, romantic relationships, our bosses, our parents, all of those really important relationships in our lives, and we have fear in these relationships. So it's important that we just do some sort of technique, call in Archangel Michael, and allow them to be dissolved, removed, cut, whatever terminology you like to use, and it'll give you more energy, you'll feel brighter, happier, and this is also very important for people in depression. So sometimes we can actually pick up depression from other people. It's not even our own depression, Leesa. Now, that's not to say we don't get a healthcare professional to work with us. I think that's very important when we're suffering something like depression to make sure we've got a good support system with a good healthcare professional that you feel comfortable with, confident with, and safe with. You can also call on Archangel Michael and do this cord cutting technique yourself. So for some people, I've heard of people who have had their depression lifted once they've done this because it wasn't theirs in the first place. The other thing, Leesa, I think it's important to touch on is looking at our memories, both our happy memories and our memories that bring us pain, because we also need to cut the cords to the memories that bring us pain and to not live in the past with regards to happy memories as well. So let's talk first of all about memories that bring us pain, shall we?
Sure. Okay, well, memories that cause us pain, I mean, like a lot of people, very sadly out there, have had difficult or traumatic childhoods. Maybe they had a major upset in their teenage years, or as an adult, a relationship ended which caused them serious hurt and pain. There are so many ways that our memories can be created that are of the not so pleasant things. It's sort of like, and these memories are stored not in our brains where you might expect your consciousness to be. You sort of get that sense like your consciousness is around your head. It's actually in every cell of your body. Your entire consciousness is every cell of your body. And memories can be stored there that can cause a lot of blockages, repeating patterns. If you find yourself having repeating patterns of struggle, of hardship, maybe you're consistently harassed no matter what new job you go to, that you're always harassed at work. That can be a repeating pattern from a traumatic event that's being stored in your cellular consciousness, your cellular memory. And it's very easy to release. Cord cutting, I use a technique called theta healing, which was founded by a lady called Vianna Stibel. And there's so many ways you can let it go and just move forward and just let the past go.
Okay, Leesa, is there some sort of, can you expand on how one would use the techniques you learned through theta healing to help them in like their everyday life?
Well, theta healing is something that you do need to learn how to do. It's certainly not complicated. It's not a difficult process to learn, but you can learn what you need to learn for your own personal healing from Vianna's book, Theta Healing by Vianna Stibel, Viannastibal. And it's like once you learn the process, it's like, because it's founded that we have subconscious beliefs. We're not even aware of them. They're buried in our subconscious. And these cellular memories, these subconscious beliefs, are what cause repeating patterns of hardship, of struggle, of illness, of disease. And the process that you learn through Vianna's book will transform your life. It certainly has transformed mine. It's transformed my clients. It's a wonderful technique, and the book is very, very inexpensively available.
Brilliant. And I think that's a great point you make about our subconscious mind. And I'd just like to expand on that a little bit, because we're also all connected with the collective unconscious as well. So we can actually be feeling like these thoughts and feelings are our own, but we're actually tapping into the collective unconscious and we're not aware of it. So using these types of techniques to bring us into a greater state of awareness for our own selves, our own lives, is so important. Calling in the angels to assist us, to help us to work with them and their magnificent, gorgeous, wonderful, exciting, gentle, powerful energy is such a great thing to do, because when we don't know that we're tapping into either the collective unconscious or our own unconscious mind, they do. They're aware all the time. So do call your angels, and please make sure that you're doing this on a regular basis. Okay, so let's talk a little bit now about the good memories. We've all got great memories. And don't we love tripping down memory lane and remembering wonderful things that have happened to us? And this is a beautiful gift that our mind has. This is a wonderful thing that we can enjoy and experience wonderful happy times again and again and again. We do have to be aware that we don't live in the past with our happy memories. We have to be aware that we're not focusing in the past and not living in the present, Leesa.
Yes, very much. I mean, that's just as much a trap as falling into unhappy memories. It's just like living in the past and never getting on with the present or working towards the future can be a real trap for some people. They're always reliving their happy childhood or a happy relationship, and it holds them back from developing new, meaningful, wonderful relationships in the present.
Doreen Virtue brings out a YouTube reading for the week, and I was listening and watching it the other day. Oh, it was so spot on for me. She's got a new deck out, the butterfly deck, and it was such a powerful reading for me, and it spoke to me so clearly. So you'll find her on YouTube, Doreen Virtue. Go to YouTube and find that video. You might just find that's really powerful for you too. And it is important that we know that we can experience and enjoy the love and the joy and the happiness again and again. However, as you've just said, Leesa, it's a trap as well. So be careful that you're enjoying your past, you're not living in your past. And even in happy memories, we can still have aspects that we've got cords attached. So please know that cord cutting doesn't mean that we don't love or care about these people anymore. It doesn't lead to, it doesn't necessarily lead to breakups, or it doesn't lead to relationships dissolving. Thankfully, it can do if it's a damaging relationship. We can become aware of it and move on from it. But cutting the cords, even to our happy memories, to the aspects within our happy memories that we feel is better than our present life or our possible future, is an important thing to do. Because love and fear are the opposite energies. So love is never dissolved, because that's what we are building all the time, and that's that magnificent energy that we are in truth. It's only the aspects of the fearful part of those memories, Leesa, that it's important to dissolve and let go of, so that we can keep those happy memories and enjoy them, but not be defined by them.
Yes, exactly. It's like living in the present, not the past, but enjoying the past.
I've got so many happy memories, and I just adore experiencing them. You know how sometimes you could be doing anything, and a happy memory, you'll be reminded of something, and a happy memory pops into your mind. And I'm feeling one right now. It's such a lovely feeling. Yet I don't want my life to be a collection of memories from the past. I want my life to be my life. I want to be present in it and enjoy it and experience, feel happy that I've got the opportunity for my life to unfold. So that's a very important distinction, I feel, Leesa, and I'm really glad the angels brought that to my attention. And again, they brought it to my attention for today's show by watching Doreen's weekly card reading on YouTube. Okay, now speaking of internet addresses and great places to visit, feathersofanangel.com. Go visit Leesa. She's got some great freebie stuff there for you, I believe. Leesa, what have you got there?
Well, I've just updated this morning. I have a weekly reading myself now. I call it Leesa's Cartomancy Corner. You can find that on my website under my services free stuff section. And this near the top is Leesa's Cartomancy Corner. You can get a weekly intuitive card reading through that process. I also have other online widgets, online oracles, a sigil for Archangel-Michael, some cards you can download and print out and leave around your town to inspire and encourage people who are struggling. They're called my Lots of Love cards. There's a lot of stuff on there, something for everyone, I hope, and certainly fun to have a look at.
Oh, I love that. My Lots of Love cards. They're gorgeous.
Well, I actually got the instruction for that from an organisation called GoodNet. They have something called Good Deeds Day. And what they produced, which I was inspired to do for myself, was it's a card that's I produced ones that you could download and print out, and they're designed not to take up too much ink on your printer. And then you cut them out, and they've got an inspirational quote on them for people who are struggling with depression, a relationship breakup. You know, they're in deep emotional pain and hurt. And what I like to do is you can either my favourite way of using them is to go to your local library and tuck them inside the pages of the personal development, spiritual and self-help books. The people, with the prayer to the angels, that the people who most need that love and support will find that little quote. And there's a message on there saying, lots of love because I care about you, So it's just like that's a free gift, and I'd love it if people shared that with in their local town.
That is an absolutely awesome idea. I love the library idea, Leesa. It's fabulous.
Well, people who
Beautiful.
are searching for inspiration or help, and then, boom, they're the right person to find the quote that you've tucked inside.
So how do people find those quotes that they can print out again?
They're under my free stuff section under my services tab on my website, feathersofanangel.com.
Okay, so I'm looking at your... you've got a lot of stuff available for people, which is free lots of love cards. There they are. Go check it out, everyone, feathersofanangel.com. That is brilliant. And you can book a free 10-minute chat with Leesa as well. Right there. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. Okay, brilliant. I'm getting all excited being on your website. Okay, I have to come back to the show now.
Yeah.
Okay, so my website is angellight777.com. You will find guidance from the angels. You will find all the episodes of Angel Life. You will find all the episodes of the Archangel Series as well under Angel Heart Radio. Now, this is exciting because it means that if you want to listen to a specific archangel, you can just go listen. You don't have to scroll through anything to find them. And I love that idea, Leesa, of making it simple and easy for people to be able to connect with the archangel that they really want to connect with on any given day. And in my gifts for you, I'm going there right now. Ooh. My gifts for you. Okay, so you're going to find several things there as well. There's the energy clearing and shielding for balance and harmony technique that you can download and use. I've made these freely available for you. Of course, the Raphael and Uriel cellular clearing is there, and the coffee break meditation. It's a slice of heaven mix. So if you think you're too busy to meditate, go grab yourself the coffee break meditation because it's absolutely gorgeous and so easy to use. And you can use it while you're, say you're cooking dinner. So you're doing you can do it while you're doing things for people who feel, I just don't have the time to stop. That's what this has been designed to do. The angels told me very particularly. But as with all of these processes, do not use them if your attention is required. Maybe even the ironing's not a good idea. We don't want you putting yourself at risk. Okay, so I was going somewhere and I forgot where I was going now. That's unusual for me, isn't it?
No.
I tell you what else. I know what I was going to mention. Now, I want to add a disclaimer. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. I thought you went, ow. So I want to add a disclaimer to this because I've not visited before and I don't have any connection to this group at all. But there is something that looks very interesting to me, afterlife discussion meetings. And there is one tomorrow. Now, if you're in Brisbane, Australia, this might be interesting for you. Now, the guest speaker is Shay de Montfort. Yes, that looks like her name. It's $10 entry. The venue is Meeting Room 3, Kenmore Library, Kenmore Village Shopping Centre, which is at 9 Brookfield Road, and you can access that from the lift in the car park. So I think that could be really interesting. So I'm going to go with a friend tomorrow and see exactly what they've got to say. And I love this discussion, this looking at life after our physical passing, Leesa. I love it.
Yes.
We had a fabulous show on Angel Heart Radio yesterday, and I invite you all to go and listen. It's one of the great shows that we're syndicating from United Intentions Radio. And, it was so inspiring. A scientist, his name is Dr. Matthew, well, I shouldn't say he's a scientist. He has a scientific mind. He's a doctor of psychology, and his son was tragically murdered in his early 20s. And obviously this would just be the most devastating thing to even imagine happening. So cutting cords to any of that for everyone and myself. But Matthew was able then to be open enough so when his son Jordan came through to him, he was able to connect with him, and he explains how that happened and what the process was that he used and how it's changed his life. And he wrote a book called Seeking Jordan with his son Jordan in the afterlife. So that is a very inspiring, amazing and beautiful program that I reckon you all check out on angelheartradio.com, everyone. And I'm so grateful that we've got it there for you. Okay, so we've got the Archangel Series coming on Monday night in Australia, which will be Sunday for you guys in the USA, Canada, etc., UK, of course. We're on the same timeline, and we've got the wonderful Rod's Place. And this week, our Archangel is Archangel Raguel. This is going to be a gorgeous program, and I'm really excited to present Raguel, Leesa, because not everyone's aware of Archangel Raguel.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the show. It'll be really good to get together with you and Roz again and just share. We'll all be fighting over the mic on this one, I'm sure.
Yes. And as always, we'll have interesting information, but we'll also have some processes for you as well. And Raguel is a very beautiful archangel, as they all are, of course. I don't know why I even say that. But it's a wonderful way of connecting with each archangel and understanding a little bit more about what their particular specialties are. And just as a little teaser for you, Raguel is your go-to archangel for mediation and resolving arguments. So if you're experiencing issues with someone right now, call Raguel, and if you can't remember his name or you're not sure how to pronounce it, just Archangel of Settling Disputes, please help me now, is enough. That's all you need. The names are relevant. They know who you're talking to. He's lovely. Okay, Leesa, anything else you want to say before we go?
Nothing more to share. It's just I hope everyone does take the time to do some cord cutting or hook clearing or roots and webs. It's like it will give you so much more happiness and freedom when you release the negative stuff in a relationship and just leave the positive love that will remain.
And call on the angels to help you if you're feeling like you don't want to let go of someone, even if it's, and I've done this myself, negative relationship. Yeah. There's no joy in it, but I don't want to lose them. I don't want to let them go.
Yeah.
Call
I've
on
been
the angels.
Too. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Absolutely. So call on the angels to help you with that, because trust me, I can guarantee you, when you start moving into your own self-empowerment, when you start making choices and decisions while very uncomfortable to begin with, and sometimes quite frightening because you're not sure what to expect, you've not been there before, your life will begin to open up. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with the angels. Go and listen to some of our other Angel Life episodes on angellight777.com. They're all there for you. Talk to people who lift you up, not drag you down. Make small changes today, and those small changes will blossom into amazing flowers that will fill your life with the sweetest fragrance. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Anayah Joy Halili. Thank you. We love you and appreciate you, and invite you to visit us, feathersofangel.com and angellight777.com, because our love is supporting you, and to remind you that you matter in the world. Thanks, Leesa.
Thank you.
See you, everyone. Bye. And remember, what did I say? Take good care of you. And the outro won't play. Hang on. It won't play. Outro, please.
Oh, well.
Please play. Let's do it. Outro, thank you so much for playing easily for us. You've been listening to another fabulous program on Angel Heart Radio.
See, it works,
our goal
everyone.
is to remind you of how much you matter in the world, and to let you know that we appreciate who you are in the world. You can check out who's on, when we're on, and who our guests are at angelheartradio.com. Everything is there. It's all just one click away. Angel Heart Radio programs are powerful tools to help you in your life and your life experience. They are not intended, nor should they, be used to replace your medical or legal advice.